Hi guys, welcome back. So today we are going to be making an infinity jumpsuit. So without wasting time, let's get straight into the video. So this is my fabric that I used. Initially I bought 3 meters of fabric, but I think I would ended up using about 2.5. So these are my pants. This is the back of the pants. Then I just folded my pants and I used them to trace as a pattern. So you need pants that fit you really well. Then I just used the ruler to trace because I wanted straight lines, and I just marked that with my chalk. As you can see, I was leaving that extra space for some allowances. And on that curved edge, I just used my tape measure to mark at least 1 inch from where the pants start. And then I used my curved ruler to just join those lines, to join the dots. Then I just cut that up with my pinking shears because I don't have an overlocking machine yet, so I just used my pinking shears. If you don't have pinking shears, you can always just cut using your regular scissors, but then there's a high possibility that your fabric might fray, so you might need to follow that up with the zigzag stitch.
Carry on, say girl, I really like the way that you carry your body, say girl.
So that was actually the back piece, and then for the front piece I just folded my pants and made sure that the front was facing outside, and you notice that the crotch will be much shorter at the front and longer at the back. And you notice that at the bottom I didn't follow the shape of the pants because I wanted my pants to be wider at the bottom. So this is the back piece, the back pattern. Then I just took that and then I only sewed on the curved area, and I also took the front pieces, then I only sewed on that curved area. And while doing this, I was making sure that the right sides are facing inside. So those are the areas that I sewed. See them be hating now. She carry you. Her body amazing, oh. My baby, oh. I will love you forever, oh. Girl, for your body, I'm a risk. Now I just opened them up like that, and then I now took the back and the front. Then I just put them on top of each other like that. Right sides facing inside, and then I just put pins on all the edges now, from top to bottom. And I just went on and I sewed that on the sewing machine. So before I sewed, I took my zipper and then I just put it where I intended to put in the zipper, and then I just marked to get an estimate so that when I sew the seam on that edge, I leave that allowance for the zip, also taking into account the waistband. So there I was done sewing, and I turned everything inside out. And then so I tried the pants on, and I realized that the top, like the front part, was much higher than I expected, so I just took off about 2 inches. And then I just drew a curved line using my curved ruler. Then just cut that away with my scissors. So this is my waistband. I usually use a thickness of about 5 inches, and my waist was about 31 inches.
Original bad man, you don't know.
It's fake heels.
Then I now started to pin my waistband to the top part of the pants.
Say now you I want to see when I wake up in the morning. Say now you I want to feel anywhere that I be going. Baby make you ginger me.
So after sewing, I now fold it in, and then I just pinned it like that. So normally after I folded it, I just prefer to use a hemming stitch to make the waistband lie flat on the inside. I don't prefer to sew it because the stitching will always show on the outside.
Me I fit to turn them down. Anywhere we go, see them be hating now. She carry you. Her body amazing, oh. My baby, oh. I will love you forever.
So this is after I'd inserted the zipper, and I'd just done like a tacking stitch just to guide me when I go to sew on the sewing machine. And there I was actually done sewing the zipper on. So at this point the pants are basically finished. So now moving on to the infinity straps. This is a 1 meter fabric. Then I folded it in half first. And then I cut it on one side. Then I also folded it again. And cut on that other side as well. So now I have 4 of these 4 by 1 meter long fabrics. And then so I will now take 2 of them and join them to give me 2 pieces that are each 2 meters long. Then I just joined them on the sewing machine.
Body's looking like a cigarette. Baby, I can smoke it tight. Say now you I want to see when I wake up in the morning. Say now you I want to feel anywhere that I be going. Baby, make you ginger me, and I go ginger you. I know that you're feeling me, and I be feeling you.
So after joining, I now go and I hem all those edges, and I start by ironing, folding and ironing. Then I just go and then I sew that on the sewing machine. And then after that, so here are my pieces all hemmed up. Then I now take my pants and then I attach the straps onto the front of the pants.
He's Bodzy, baby, oh. Oh Lord of His mercy. Hey, I say, I'm feeling all this, she already know this. She want a bad man to come and video this. I'm feeling all this, she already know this. She want a bad man to come and video this. You want murder me, eh, 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 eh. You want murder me, eh, 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 eh. You want murder, 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 murder me.
So that is the end product, you guys. So I also made myself this little, like a little wallet, just a bra that I took, and then I covered it with some fabric just for some extra decency, if you know what I mean. So this is the finished jumpsuit. And then so I came up with about 9. I did some research and I came up with about 9 ways to style this infinity jumpsuit. I'm going to have a separate video where I'll be showing how I tie the infinity jumpsuit.